Everybody, it's Dr. Masnick, and I wanted to say happy 4th of July. And yeah, I'm Cash. I'm getting ready to go out, cook out, jump in the pool, have a good time. So you're getting me au natural. So suck it up. Anyway, I just want a couple things I wanted to mention for this week for Module 3 because I wanted you to get right away. Is first, the one assignment that you have that talks about creating an infographic. Realize that infographics are a lot of pictures, they're very pictorial. It's something, a poster normally that, or a flyer that is eye-catching and provides information, usually a comparison or an explanation of something, and it's very quick and simple. So I know every semester people have a hard time finding something that lets you make an infographic and keep it and download it for free. So I am just going to tell you, use Canva, canva.com. A lot of you use it we use it here at school, so it may be something you already have access to. But if not, just create an account. When it asks if you want to try Pro, say no, because you don't want to pay for anything. And there are plenty of templates that you can use. You can use one that's already there and just put your information, swap it out, or you can you can change it, start from scratch. Okay. Then what you'll want to do is copy the link. I like to share it with myself. You can, at the top, it'll say home, file, and something else. If you hit file, you can go and save it and download it. So you want to save it to your account, that's fine. But then you can download it and then you can upload it to your assignment. If for whatever reason you're having an issue or you choose to use a different service, worst case, take a picture of it when you create it with your cell phone and then upload that picture to the module assessment section. But remember, look at what an infographic looks like. You can, if you want to use PowerPoint, that's fine, but it is not a PowerPoint where you're writing a lot of things out. It's a picture. Maybe it'll say stop smoking at the top, or reasons to stop smoking, and then it'll show black lungs, and then it'll say something about black lung starts within 30 minutes of smoking your first cigarette. That's all it's going to say. Then it'll show a picture of lungs when you quit smoking after a day, a week, a month, and then it'll say, just to show the healing process. Very simple, quick, easy, just to get your point across, okay? Not a lot of words. People like pictures, especially when you're trying to get them to engage and pay attention to something. The less they have to read, the more apt they are. So make sure you catch their attention. Nice colors, nice pictures. Your wording should be interesting, like your big wording. So, yeah, work on that, because eventually when you go out into the field, you'll see that you see them all over the place. It's flyers for things that are on sale. It doesn't talk about what kind of apples they are. Big picture, beautiful apples, the name of the apples, the price of the apples, and how much you're saving. That's it. Okay, that's all we care about. Okay, so the other thing is that you're going to do a blog, and you're going to talk about those implicit bias and why we have biases and what we can do within the system to try and prevent having a bias. First off, I'm going to tell you that those implicit bias tests that you take, they are not 100% accurate to be used for research. So I would never allow you to use that as empirical evidence or data, but it is interesting when you're looking at it for yourself and comparing with each other. So there are issues and problems with it that keep it from being 100% what they wanted it to do. They can't control it, so it's not 100% factual. But I do want you to take them, take a couple of them, take what, it doesn't matter which ones you take. I know a couple of years ago when I first started doing this assignment, I took the one on presidents and was so shocked to find out this is when Hillary Clinton was running for president. And I have no problem with a white person, a black person, a purple person, a male, a female, young, old. I could care less in my conscious mind of what the person is that becomes president, as long as they are capable, willing, and able to do the job, and they support my values, what I think is best for myself, my family, my community, then my country. I'm good. I could care less. However, I took that test and pretty much came out shocked that I felt that to be a president of the United States, you had to be an old, white, rich dude. And I'm like, no, I don't. But in researching those, I figured out through reading a million articles on bias and things like that, that the way you're raised and what you're used to seeing is in your subconscious. So therefore, it influences what you think consciously. I may consciously believe and truly believe that a woman can do that job just as well as a man, but subconsciously, growing up in the Midwest and having only seen rich white men as presidents, that obviously sticks in the mind. And the faster you answer that question, the more it's using what's truly embedded in your mind. Okay? Uh, at the time, one of my students took the test, and white, 20s, um, liberal, absolutely anti-religion, overweight, anything else, because it comes back, and the reason I'm explaining is because it's funny, his response when he came to us in class. Definitely a person you don't judge a book by its cover. Absolutely brilliant, but you would think at the time, that he was probably a homeless person sleeping under a bush somewhere. Um, anything but. So he took the first test he took one on religion and one on body type. And he found out that he was extremely conservative in his beliefs, and religion played a lot into that. And it was funny because all semester long we had done nothing but listen to his examples about his family and how stupid they were and how judgmental, and here they're so religious, and he absolutely can't stand them and the religion, and walked away from all of that. But he was raised in it, so that was in his subconscious, and then he was really ticked off about it. So he was like, ugh. And then he took the one on whether, did he judge people, the book by the cover. And he found out that he didn't like overweight people, and he had an attitude and a bias against people who didn't dress well. So he was like, I hate everything about myself. And he found that out through taking those tests. So don't worry about what your results are, because realize that you're growing and changing and making your own choices now. And so that your subconscious will catch up, but what you were born and raised and taught will always be a part of you. So you're going to have to make a conscious decision um, to to um, not, there you go, to not let that influence you too much. Last thing I'll say is on the quiz, I have given you the questions ahead of time. So study the questions, write them out, get yourself all prepared, but you will not be able to use notes for that. And your citations, I want you to just email me as soon as you're done or right before. You can either email them or you can post them. So that's that. Quiz consists of 2 questions, essay questions. And other than that, enjoy your week. Know that I will be traveling starting the following week, so I won't be on top of you as quickly and responding as quickly as I normally do. All right? If you have any questions, email me or text me. Have a good week.